the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the Washington Commanders.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line. Let's go now.
They'll send a tight end in motion right.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was Washington winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here at FedEx Field. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. Second down, Howell back to pass. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Going right back to Dotson. Now this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and a yard. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down, Howell now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now a man picked up on draft night this year, DeAndre Swift. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. A run for the former Seahawk. It's Rashad Penny.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A terrific run there by Penny. 51 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
Here's Swift.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Swift will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. So important in this league to capitalize on the other team's mistakes. Here they force the turnover on the opening drive, then come right down and score.
And I would add that it's important to capitalize on other teams' mistakes early. That way, you build confidence for yourself and your team. You start playing a little more freely. And you let the other guys know we're prepared to play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Torrey Carpenter. And the Eagles will take over possession here up at the 44.
44-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week. talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Philadelphia.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Eagles 7, Commanders nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, let's go.
They'll run the draw here with Swift. Breaks a tackle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
That's on Pro Bowl center Jason Kelce.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Now hold everything here because this is about the last guy that they would want to see shaken up. Quarterback Jalen Hurts in some discomfort. This a 2nd and 8.
Running left, it's Penny. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. 3rd down and 1. They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were.
Great.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
73.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for the Commanders' touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Inside handoff, Penny. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Penny up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Penny. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Hurts trying to hurry up the offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe.
There he goes, left side. How about this? Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And Washington has taken the lead. a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And he returns this to the 22. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Well, it's caught on the right side of Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
They go play action with Hurts.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover. And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
20.
He will have the first down and a bit more.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top.
As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for the Commanders' touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And that is incomplete here. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing. Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Hey, let's go.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Another try for Penny. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Touchdown! Rashad Penny, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit.
Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
The score, Commanders 28, Eagles 14. Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here's Gibson on the read option.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Rodgers on the return. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. A handoff to Penny. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 45-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Second down. Here's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Putting Samuel on the slant.
First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Another throw for Howell. Back to Gibson, and another catch for him.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing here, Howell.
That is caught, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
On 1st down, Howell.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Howell running right on the option.
Shifts past him at the 45. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. He completes this to Cole Turner.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
This safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Here's first and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Hurts. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
They'll roll him out right.
Pass complete. Goddard.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. First down, how to throw.
He's got him in. Complete.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Commanders have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 30.
They go play action with Howell. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
Slings this deep for McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Washington, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year.
And they will hit the road next week for a date with a New England